Alright, so hey everybody, it's Jennifer, and today I thought it would be fun to do the get to know me tag questions. Now, this used to be super popular and everyone would do it, and I remember watching a ton of them, and instead of me going back to one of those videos I used to watch and getting the questions, I've just Googled it, and YouTubesociety.com has the questions on it. I'm not going to answer all of them because it's like the extended edition or whatever. So let's begin. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do mommy, beauty, and home videos, which is why my background is a little wonky in this video, but it is okay. And also, before we get started, I have to brag on my fiance. He got me an upgrade ring, and I have on the bands just because, well, it looks really good with the bands. But he did get me an upgrade ring, and I could not be more excited. I love it so much. But I did post about it on my Instagram, which I will have linked down below if you guys would like to go follow me. I'd really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get started on all these questions. Hold up, I'm gonna need a drink. Okay. Who is your best friend? I don't really get along. This sounds terrible. I don't really get along with people that well. I have anxiety. I'm very much so a homebody. I'd much rather stay in my pajamas and watch TV and movies and hang out with my family than going out and stuff like that. So I don't really have friends, especially now that I'm a stay-at-home mom. I don't really get out a lot. Probably my brother or my fiance James. So how tall are you? I am 5'8", and funny story, when I was 14 I broke both of my ankles in the same year, and I shattered my growth plates, and I had about 5 inches left, which means I would have been about 6 foot or 6'1", and I've never been more thankful that I broke my ankles, because it's already kind of tough finding clothes a lot of the time to fit my body frame, not only because I'm plus size, but because I am taller. So, but I'm 5'8". Dogs or cats? I do not like cats whatsoever. I don't like them. I've had them as pets for a few different times, and I just don't like cats. I much prefer dogs. Funniest moment throughout high school? I don't know. Who thinks of this stuff? Who just like knows that off the top of their head? Funniest moment throughout high school? I don't know. My graduation, they mispronounced my last name. My last name's not very hard to pronounce, Metcalfe, but a lot of people do mispronounce it, and even more people misspell it, but they did mispronounce my name at my graduation. What year were you born? 1995. I'm a 90s baby. Are you in or have you gone to college? I took this semester off because my baby girl was due in January, the day before classes were gonna start, and I knew I would be completely overwhelmed. So I did take this semester off, but I go back in August, and yes, I am in school. What is your favorite drink? Chocolate milk, iced coffee, or sweet tea? What is your spirit animal and why? I don't know. A sloth, because I just like laying around. You're wearing perfume. What scent is it? I don't know. To be honest, it's probably a Bath & Body Works body splash. Tea or coffee? It depends on what time of the day. I'm a pretty avid coffee drinker now that I've had a baby. So coffee in the morning, tea the rest of the day. What are your life goals? To become a nurse practitioner, to have another baby, and to just be a good mom and wife and nurse. What sports do you play or have you played? I've never been a very sporty girl, ever. I did gymnastics, tumbling, cheerleading, and then I did marching band in high school, which my high school actually considered that a sport. We were part of like the sports group, I guess, so not a lot. Have any books you read changed your life? No. No. What is your favorite movie? My favorite movie of all time is super cliche, and it's Breakfast at Tiffany's. And yeah, I really like Breakfast at Tiffany's and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Who are your favorite YouTubers? I hate this question because I used to live and die beside Jaclyn Hill, and I watch her videos sometimes when she uploads, but she's kind of changed a lot. And I get that, you know, blowing up like that and having a palette and your own brush set and stuff like that and divorce and all that, I get that it can change you, but she's just changed so much. So the Taylor is my absolute favorite YouTuber though. Do you speak any languages and how well? I actually graduated high school being completely fluent in Spanish, but that was 6 years ago, and I don't really speak Spanish that often, so I've forgotten a ton of it, so not very well anymore. Are you single or taken? I am engaged. What is your idea of your dream date? I don't know, going out to eat and then shopping? How long was your longest relationship? James is my longest relationship, and we started dating when we were 17, and we've broken up a few times, but we've never stopped talking. So, and I'm 24, so a long ass time. How would you describe your fashion sense? I wear black and gray almost always. I don't ever really wear a ton of color. I like edgier things, like if something's studded or leather or fringy, it's my jam. What is your go-to hairstyle? Straight. I have naturally curly hair, so I straighten. My curls are kind of messed up right now because from so many years of over straightening it, but just straight. How many siblings do you have? Just one, my older brother David, and he is 3.5 years older than me. What is your go-to fast food order? I don't know. Depends on where. I don't know. Pretty much I always just get a burger and like fries and a drink. And Dr. Pepper. When I go out to eat, I always get a Dr. Pepper. Do you use PC or Mac? Weirdest thing. I have an iPhone. I have a MacBook. But I also have a PC. So, halfsies, I guess. I have more Apple stuff than I do PC, but I do use this PC quite a bit. I've done hit a random button. Your most memorable vacation memory? When I was 17, I went to Florida for the first time, and I got stung by a jellyfish my very first time in the ocean. What are your morning and evening routines? My morning routine, I get up at about 8:30, 9 o'clock every day. I fold whatever laundry's in the dryer. I get Ellie's diaper changed. James always gives her first bottle of the day. I change her diaper, and while he's feeding her, I get her outfit ready, and then I get her dressed for the day. And then after that, it's a whirlwind of playing with the baby and editing. Do you have any bad habits? Yeah. I cuss really way too much. Like, oh my god, I've got to censor myself way more because I have a baby now. But I cuss a lot. I smoke. I'm just overall not a very role model-y kind of girl, it feels like. Tell us one thing about you that we wouldn't know. I'm ambidextrous. I don't know. What is your favorite Netflix show? Like Netflix original or just a show that's on Netflix? Because if it's a Netflix original, it's probably Orange is the New Black. I really love Santa Clarita Diet, but they canceled it now, and that was a dumb decision. But just any show on there. I'm rewatching Grey's Anatomy right now, The Office, Friends, all of them. Show us your songs tab on Spotify. I don't use Spotify. I use Amazon Music. What is the craziest thing that you have done? I don't know. When I turned 18, I moved out 2 weeks after I graduated high school, and I ended up going from 4 piercings that were all in my ears to 14 in like a year. Describe your first crush. He was a douche. What theme parks have you been to? I've been to Kings Island, Six Flags, Holiday World, and that's it. I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland. Who was your childhood best friend? Her name was Raven, and we were best friends for 15 years. What is your favorite genre of film and why? I love horror movies. I love being scared. I don't know why. I have a sick fascination with like serial killers and murders and stuff like that. Like when I'm going to bed, I watch Forensic Files with the first 48 because something's wrong with me. So definitely horror. What was your dream job as a kid? As a kid, I really wanted to be a teacher. What is your coffee order? We don't have a Starbucks, but when I order coffee that I don't make at home, it always ends up being at McDonald's, and it's always a iced caramel macchiato. What is your favorite thing to order on Uber Eats? We don't have that where I live. Have you moved from home, and how was the experience? Where to? And I've always lived where I live now. Have you ever failed at anything, and what did you learn? Yeah. I wanted to be an amazing musician, and I failed at it. I'm mediocre. I was mediocre. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to do it anymore, but I was a mediocre musician, and I learned that some people are way better at things than I am, and I should just let it go. How many countries have you traveled to? Just America, where I live. Who's your celebrity crush? I don't know. There's a lot. I really like, what's his name? Matthew Gray Gubler? The guy that plays Spencer Reed. I love him. What do you do in your free time? I play with my baby or I film. Do you have any weird quirks? Yeah. When James is trying to hold my hand or something, and you know how like people will hold your hand and they'll like do one of these, I cannot stand it. It bothers me so bad. It gives me goosebumps. I don't know why. What is your favorite color? Black. Have you been to any concerts or festivals? Which ones? I've recently, in the past like year or two, I've started going to concerts. I've been to see Five Finger Death Punch, Shinedown, Bad Wolves, Journey, and Def Leppard. Right? Yeah. And then in the next 2 months, I'm going to be going to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson. What are your favorite values in friends? Honesty, trustworthy, funny, loyal. I have a really hard time keeping friends. What is one thing you wish people knew about you? That I'm really, really shy when you first meet me, but once you get to know me a little bit better, I am obnoxious and loud and just irritating. What social media are you addicted to? I get on Facebook quite a bit just because of my baby girl, and she has her own little private group on there where my whole family will post pictures and I can post videos and stuff like that. How do you get along with your family? Weirdest thing. So my mom, my brother, and I, that was my little niche when we grew up. It was just me, my mom, and my brother, the three of us. My dad and I were not very close whatsoever, and my mom raised my brother David and I to be super, super close because when my parents are gone, that's who we have. You know, like, we're always going to have each other. And my dad had a horrific accident in 2015, and we got pretty close then, and then when he found out I was pregnant with my daughter Ellie, we just kept getting closer and closer. So I'm very close to all of my family now. What is the biggest struggle you overcame? Being comfortable in my skin, and I'm only like at the top of the mountain. I haven't completely came over it yet. What are you happiest with in your life? My family. All right, that was an abrupt ending, but that was all of these questions. Well, some of the questions, kind of ifs, ands, ands. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my channel. Subscribe No. Follow me on Instagram. I always have it linked down below. I post a lot on my Instagram to keep you guys updated on what is going on in my daily life. And please answer these questions and let me know what your answers are so I can get to know you guys too. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.